Hey, how is everyone tonight? It is dawn and it's early here in California. I forgot how late it was there in the Midwest and on the East Coast, so I hope you're having a great Saturday night. Yesterday I was unplugged, and I hope many of you take the opportunity to just completely unplug and be present with your family, with your spouse, with your loved ones. We are so plugged into social media today. We're so plugged into the outside world. Having a day of like rest and peace and being unplugged and being 100% present is so crucial. I'm going to talk to you for just a moment about how life is not a dress rehearsal, and I say that all the time, and and it's a conversation, it's a topic that nobody ever wants to talk about, right? We don't want to talk about our mortality. But when it comes to legacy, it really comes down to what you're doing that is going to influence generations, right? It's going to influence generations in your family. It's going to, if you're a business person, if you're leading an organization, if you have a tribe, it's going to influence the lives of the others around you. The legacy that you leave behind really has nothing to do with your personal success at all. And I think so often we get caught up in our personal successes and what we want to accomplish and what we want to achieve. But legacy, and I have a weird, crazy glow to me right now. But legacy is about what you're doing for future generations. It's not the personal success variable that you're being measured by. So when we pass on, right, when we reach the end of our life, and if you can summarize your life in one sentence, as people are talking about you and people are reflecting about, there's Mr. Plotz. You want to wave? People are talking about, who you were and what you represented and what you did and what you accomplished. It's not going to be about your personal success that they're going to be talking about. It's about how you influenced, how you poured in, how you impacted, how you just really helped the lives of the other people that are around you. And this is what it's all about. So all of the things that I've been talking to you about for the past couple of weeks all come down to this particular principle. It's about understanding that no matter what you've done here personally, your life is like a book. If you think about a good book, your name is the title of the book, and each page is a story, the journey that you've taken, the wins, the losses, the challenges, the defeats, the hardships, the accomplishments. But how does that book conclude? What is the legacy that you leave behind? And more often than not, your legacy isn't reflected in your children, for example, if it's a family legacy, but your legacy is reflected in your grandchildren. How influential have the things that you've done impacted the lives of others for generations? So as you're thinking about this, I want you to think about the simple fact that most people just are living their life. Most people are just going on and existing day by day without any specific intention, without any specific passion behind the legacy that they want to leave. And most people live their life. They don't lead their life. So as you move forward throughout the rest of this Lenten season, I want you to think about, what can I be doing to make a greater influence? What can I do to leave a greater impression on this world? What can I do to influence the lives of others? People will never forget how you made them feel. They may forget, you'll walk away with, things that I may have said, or you're probably only catching 10% of anything that is out there. Then there's so much noise. There's so much noise in social media. You experience this no matter what you're doing. You're reading the newspaper, you're listening to a podcast, you're watching a video. You're only truly catching 10%. There might be one thing that I might say in 10 minutes that might make sense to you or resonate with you, or you've already tuned off. Half of you have plugged in, said, oh, she's just babbling again, and you're gone, right? And you do this all the time, whether it's a speaker, whether it's a trainer, whether it's your parent, whether it's a spouse. But I really want you to think about this. If I wake up tomorrow, God willing, right? How can I learn to lead my life and not just live my life? How can I learn to be a better human being, right? How can I learn to leave a greater impact? How can I influence more? How can I love greater, share more? And it's not a matter of doing, guys. Sometimes it's just a matter of being and leading from the heart. So I hope that is something insightful. We have a couple days ahead of us where I'm going to be sharing some new concepts, some new theories, and we're going to take a journey on personal growth over the rest of this Lenten season. Hope you're having a phenomenal weekend with your family, with friends, and I will catch up with you tomorrow. Night, everyone.